What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Shades 2. Welcome to Shades 2. Today is Wednesday, y'all. It's hump day. It's hump day. It's hump day. It's hump day. And it's lunchtime. And it's lunchtime. And I'm here with the lunchtime news and chat. Welcome to Shades 2. What's up? Oh my gosh. I'm waiting for some people to come in. Like I always say, I know people are at work, they're at work, but when they get off of work or whenever they can watch this and replay, and I'm sure somebody is in the bushes. So welcome to Shay's Tube, and I'm still gonna do this live, because this is my designated day to do my actual lives. Let me give some people some time to come in real quick while I do this. So how are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing good. Hope you are enjoying your day. I hope you had a good Monday and Tuesday. Um, it's almost the weekend. We're halfway there, guys. I know y'all happy about that. It's almost New Year's. What y'all gonna do for New Year's? Are y'all going out? Y'all gonna get drunk? Y'all just gonna chill, go to church? What? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go out. I know that for sure because I don't, drink and stuff. I may. Well, you know what? I may go to the. Last year we went to the little grape drop that they have here, so I may do that out in Temecula. You know, I'm not going to LA; it's too far from me and stuff. So I may do that again this year if it's not rainy, because they said it may rain, so I don't know for sure, but hopefully it doesn't, so we can go down there. Last year we had a pretty good time. It was fun and stuff. It was safe and everything, so I may do that again this year. And I might, if I'm home, I don't know for sure, because I know I'm gonna do a live on Friday, so I don't know about Saturday. Because if I go to that drop thing, then I won't be doing a live. But say if I don't go because it's rainy, I may do a little live and pretend like I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying? And we have some fun and play some music and stuff. I don't know yet. I have to see, because like I said before, my butt can never stay at home. I'm always out and stuff. But anyway, guys, welcome to everybody in the bushes and everything in my chat. I don't even have the chat on, y'all. Let me put it over there. I actually forgot to write the message over there in case somebody come. So let me type that down real quick. Y'all know I'm sitting up here getting dressed, right? My butt is always doing 50,000 things at one time. Let me just put this up here. But y'all know what? I'm always doing everything good too when I'm doing a bunch of things at the same time. Let me see. Welcome. All right, and thanks for coming in. Let me put that up there, and let me tell people to keep it respectful and stuff. I know we all grown, so we should know that. And that's all I usually write up there. I don't really be writing rules because we're all grown. We should know the rules by now. If you don't know it by now, you never know it, right? Right. But anyway, guys, today we're gonna discuss the recent news articles, one in particular that I want to talk about, or maybe two, and we're gonna finish that conversation. I told you guys the other day that I was gonna tell you guys the health benefits and the cons of taking that turmeric, and so I'll do that too today. And then whatever else I have time to discuss before I have to leave and stuff. I think I got until like 1:30, and I'm semi-dressed, so that's a good thing. And I'm about to do this little thing on my face right now. I wish I could show y'all while I'm doing this live. This is so fun. I'll be doing everything while I'm doing a live, y'all, and everything. But yeah. So let me go ahead and just start off by saying, if you're watching this video, if you're watching it now or later, thumbs up, thumbs up. Y'all always forget the thumbs up. Thumbs up the video if you're watching it, and leave a comment if you like, and subscribe to the channel, because over here on Shades Tube, you're not going to see no bull crap. You will rarely see a beef over here. Okay, sometimes I get over here and vent and stuff, but like, all that beefing and stuff, you won't really see that over here. We're going to talk about some interesting topics, especially in January. Some may be a little bit tripped out too. I think I will talk about certain topics and stuff. Just keep it on a respectful level. And I do have people up on my panel, and I keep it respectful even there. I let everybody talk. We talk one at a time over here. No one interrupts others, because one thing I know is that you cannot have a good conversation if everybody is talking and screaming at the same time. So over here, we talk one at a time. And then if somebody can't do that, then I'll just kick them off point blank, because you can't hear everybody. And you can't have a constructive conversation if everybody is talking at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do stuff like that probably on Fridays, where I open my panel and people can get up and talk about whatever they want to, as long as they don't be going all crazy and just doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Because over here we can't be all ghetto like that. You know what I'm saying? And acting like we two and stuff. Because we're grown over here. From time to time, even if I have an underage child over here, see, I don't want them seeing all that bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep it grown and sexy, classy over here. All right. Y'all, I was surprised to see that a lot of men watch my channel. I still cannot believe that, because I thought it was mostly women and stuff. And then I looked at the little thing, in your YouTube studio, and it said like 40% of men watches my videos, and then 50 some percent of women. And then the age range is between 30 something and 44. That's good. Even kids under the age of 30 are watching my video. That's good. Because I thought it was like 50 some year olds, or like 45 to 50 some or something like that. But no, that's good. I mean, I got some 50-year-olds watching, but I'm just saying it's between 33, what did I say, 30 and 44, something like that, or 45. So that's a good thing. And a lot of men, and then like I said before, throughout different countries. That's another thing I could not believe. I couldn't believe all the people in different countries that watch my video. And I'm thinking they're probably watching those shorts, okay? Because I can't imagine. They're probably watching the shorts more than anything. I'm pretty sure of that. When YouTube decides to show them, I don't know how YouTube works, because sometimes they show my shorts a lot, and then other times they shadow ban me. Like I think I'm shadow banned right now, and TikTok does the same thing, and I don't know why, because I just put up one video every day. That's it. You got people up there putting up 20,000 videos per day and stuff, and I always keep my videos respectful and everything. So I don't know why they shadow ban like that and stuff. They'll just be tripping. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and start off with today's news, okay? And again, like I said, it doesn't matter if anyone is in this chat, because I'm sure somebody is watching in the bushes, and if they don't watch now, they will watch later. Okay, so let's talk about, I don't know if y'all heard. Did y'all hear about that girl? Let's see, where is it at? I got so many. And maybe I should show. No, I don't want to show that yet. I got some good ass videos for y'all. Okay, don't forget the thumbs up. Okay, and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to find the one that I was looking for. The one about the Buffalo lady, 22 years old, who died in the blizzard. Now, I could have put that on my trailer thing, and then everybody would have been coming over here to watch. But I don't like to do stuff like that, because to me, I don't like to, I just don't like to do stuff like that. When people get killed or missing or anything like that, I don't like to put up their images. It's because it feels like I'm exploiting them and stuff for profit. So I'd rather just put up a regular trailer and then tell you guys in the live what we're going to be talking about. Sorry. You can hear me in there?
Yes, it picks it up.
All the way in there?
Yes.
Why do y'all do lives at the same? Hold on, guys. Hold on for a second. Why do y'all do lives at the same time I do one?
Hold on.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to close that door because she come here running in and shit, talking about she's doing a live too, so I had to close my door. But anyway, yeah, that woman, yeah, I want to talk about the woman who died in her car in Buffalo during the blizzard. I'm going to read that to you guys in a minute, but that's a damn shame. The police, the EMS, nobody could come out, they couldn't get to her, I guess. I guess they had a lot of people calling them too, so. And I don't know how they determine who they need to go out, if they got out at all. All I know is it's a shame and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, because I'm from Cleveland and we have had bad storms there. I don't remember ever getting trapped anywhere, because if it's a bad storm, I just don't go out. I don't care what an employer says or anything else. I just don't go out, y'all. I don't go out because you can get stuck. Your car can break down. You can get in an accident. It's just so much can happen when you're out there and it's snowing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I remember all those days and stuff. So, I mean, I don't care where I got to go. If it's a blizzard and they telling me to stay at home, that's exactly what I do. These employers, when they know it's dangerous conditions outside, they shouldn't be forcing employees to come to work. You know what I'm saying? It should be something done about that because that's ridiculous. You know, this girl lost her entire life probably getting to work and coming back from work. Okay, so I'm going to read this story to y'all, okay? So a Buffalo woman, 22, dies in a blizzard after sending chilling final video to family on way home from work. And that's a daggone shame. And Dale Taylor was driving home on Friday afternoon when her car became stranded in the snow. She remained trapped inside the car for around 18 hours while Winter Storm Elliott raged on all around her, her family said. During those terrifying hours, the 22-year-old told her family members she was scared and sent 2 chilling videos capturing the extreme blizzard blowing around her. The first video sent to her family group chat at around 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday shows the windshields of her car completely covered in snow. She sent a second video just after midnight on Christmas Eve where she lowered her window slightly to reveal the thick snow and blizzard conditions outside. Taylor's sister, Shaniqua Brown, told WCOS that she was telling my sister that she was scared. Sometime later, the family, who are based in Charlotte, North Carolina, lost contact with her. That's sad. Her battery probably went down. Hours later, the 22-year-old was found dead inside her car, becoming one of the 28 and counting victims killed by the extreme weather in the Western city in New York State. Taylor's family said that neither they nor the 22-year-old realized how much danger she was in. I don't know if any of us really knew how serious it was. We didn't see the news. We didn't really know what was going on, but we didn't know what was really going on in Buffalo, Miss Brown said. Her mother, Wanda Brown, still told the local outlet that her daughter had called 911 and was waiting for emergency service to respond. But after they were unable to reach her in the treacherous conditions, Taylor instead planned to sleep through the storm and then head home by foot when it passed. While her cause of death is yet to be confirmed, Miss Steele believes her daughter died from carbon monoxide poisoning after snow blocked the exhaust pipe. Taylor's other sister, Tamisha Brown, voiced her frustration that first responders were unable to reach her before it was too late. I feel like everybody that tried to get her got stuck. Fire department, police, everybody got stuck, she said. Why didn't they have chains on their tires? This is a state that is known for snow. And I say the same thing. Taylor had only moved back to New York this year to care for her father after she moved to Charlotte with her family at the age of 2. Now her family is left to spend the rest of the holidays without her, with the 22-year-old's presence still waiting for her under the tree. They have launched a GoFundMe page to help with memorial expenses. Taylor is one of at least 28 people who have so far died as a result of the historic winter storm battering Buffalo in one of the coldest Christmas storms on record. Let me see. New York Governor Kathy Hochul described the area as a war zone, with officials warning the death toll could climb higher as people in cars remain stranded. President Joe Biden has now approved emergency declaration and authorized FEMA, they spelled that word wrong, to send resources to help the state. While Buffalo has been hardest hit by the extreme weather wrought by Storm Elliott, a total of 56 deaths have also been confirmed across the country. Holiday travel has also been plunged into chaos with around 20,000 flights canceled across the long weekend, according to FlightAware.com. Airlines are still struggling to get back on schedule, with around 2,800 flights grounded as of Tuesday morning, which was yesterday. Let me show y'all the picture of this girl. This is a shame. Rest in peace to her. My condolences to her family, her siblings, and especially her mom and dad, and a boyfriend if she had one. That's sad. Or any kids if she had any. Like I said, these jobs should not be requiring people to come to work in extreme conditions. And when you have notices put out saying that it's going to be a really bad storm, I remember hearing about that storm before it even happened. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me see what they say. This little thing. Let me let y'all hear this. Wait, y'all. Gosh, I'm trying not to get in this camera. Let me turn this thing down real quick. Hold on. Let me turn this thing down real quick. This brand music, so y'all can hear this video. Okay. We're gonna see if what they're saying in this video. They may repeat the same thing I already said, but we're gonna see. Wait, they have a commercial first. Let's see what they're gonna say. They may not even be saying anything, but I'll let y'all see the pictures of it.
In addition to the 13 confirmed deaths yesterday, the Erie County Department of Health Medical Examiner's Office has confirmed an additional 12 deaths, bringing the total for the blizzard to 25 deaths countywide.
Hey. Okay, so that's the Independent who put that story up there right there. Let me put that right there. Let me turn this camera back off real quick. So yeah, it was really, really, a bad winter storm. And like I said, I remember storms, being bad when I lived in Cleveland. And some storms we did go to school still through, but when it was really, really bad out there, I don't care about no job, okay? Because you got to think about your health first. You know, um, Cars can break down. You can get stuck in the snow, even if you have snow tires. You can get stuck in the snow and everything. So I really do be thinking about things like that. They haven't done the autopsy yet, so I'm wondering if her sister is correct when she says that it could be carbon monoxide poisoning that killed her, or either I don't know if she froze to death because she had on her car, but if she had those windows up or just cracks, it could be, carbon because the snow probably covered up the exhaust. And that's another thing too. We got to school our kids on what they should do, especially if you are in a cold state where it snows. Let them know if they get stuck, have blankets in their cars, water, a flashlight, um, something that can keep them warm because they do sell stuff in stores that you can use that you just hit the bag and it heats up. Um, the phone charged up all times. Teach them how to go back if they can get out of their car. Let the window down if they have to get out the car, and get all of the snow off the exhaust system, that pipe and stuff. So if you have to sit there with your car running, those fumes will be coming up into your car. Also to crack that window and not just crack it, but let it down enough so fresh air can come in. Because if she would have known to do all these things, she probably would have survived. And especially having something like a blanket, a couple of blankets kept in the car, some water, because you need water way quicker than you would need food, because you can do without food a longer amount of time than you can water. So always keep water in your car, and that cell phone charged up so it won't go out. And maybe you have like a portable charger with you, because now they got portable chargers that don't need to be, you charge them up before you leave. And if you're not using it and it's off, the battery will still be good, because she was only in the car for 18 hours. So if she was taught, I guess, I don't know if they taught her this or not, but I'm just saying if she remembered, or if they would have taught her this, or she would have read it, then maybe she would still be alive. And like I said, let me stress this again. I don't know why jobs require people to come out to work in dangerous storm conditions. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, because I'm telling you straight up, I wouldn't have went, knowing about the blizzard and that storm was coming in. Because let me tell y'all something. Snow is nothing to play with. It's pretty when it first fall down, but after they get dirty, it's not cute. Good afternoon, Blondie Queen. Thank you for coming by, showing your support. Um, but it's nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? So anytime there's a storm coming, especially a blizzard, I don't care where you got to go. Get prepared before it comes. Call your job when it comes and let them know you can't make it, point blank, because your life is more important than getting to work. If you're dead and gone, they're gonna have to hire somebody anyway. Or if you're injured, you're gonna have to be off of work. So you definitely have to think. You definitely, and then if you do go out there, make sure you're prepared. Have blankets, not just one, a couple of blankets. Have water, not just one bottle, some bottles. Keep a charger in your car that does not operate on your car. It's already pre-charged and everything. Keep your phone battery up, okay? And just read about safety things that you can do, okay? Because if you're sitting in the car with the car running, even if you're outside, she probably didn't know this, you can still get carbon monoxide poisoning, okay? Even when you take the snow off the exhaust, you still can. So you have to crack that window at least halfway down, even if it is cold out there, because you're not going to freeze to death if you got blankets on and stuff like that. Um, they even have those battery, well, not battery, but those activated charcoal thing that heat up. Okay, you know they got some that heat up and you got some that's cold, right? And you can hit it with your hand and it heats up for some hours. Get those and put those in your car too. Okay, because with all of that and her taking the snow off the exhaust, leaving the window halfway cracked, she might have, you know, survived. And more importantly, don't panic because a lot of people do panic in those type of situations. I remember when we first moved to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, we was in a real bad snowstorm. And I'm trying to tell my crazy ex, don't go up this hill because it was like power with snow. He goes up it anyway, like most men do. I can get up there. I'm used to driving in the snow. This car, I go up there. So I said, okay, I should have got out the car though, but I didn't. And I stayed in the car. He didn't even make it up halfway up the daggone hill. Okay, before getting stuck. And then we was fortunate we got unstuck and I think he bagged down the hill. But some guys do not listen. When you see, just because you're used to driving in snow or you think you can handle it or you think you know what you should do, it doesn't mean that you're going to actually be able to do that. Oh, I know they don't like listening to us women. And you got that right. That is 100% correct. But regardless of what they don't listen to and what they think they know, they need to start listening. Okay. And when it's a snowstorm or any other type of storm, you shouldn't be trying to get up a hill or go across water when you know that water could be deeper than what you expect. That's kind of silly. You know, people get killed every year during storms because they don't use common sense and think they can get through stuff and think they know everything. If the news is giving you a warning about going out in extreme conditions, you definitely got to heed to that. Right. They hate when they're not right. You definitely got to heed to that warning. Okay. Because it's no fun being stuck out there in the snow. When I lived in Cleveland, it was snowing. Okay. The stupid ass EMS was driving behind me. Instead of him slowing down, he's not slowing down. He's just driving like it's regular. You know, he ran right into me. That's what he did, to the back of my car. Okay. Fortunately, my butt be so honest about stuff. I get out of the car. I think one of my kids was in there too. I get out of the car. He was so scared, y'all. You should see his reaction. Um, and y'all know what? It was no damage to my car. We weren't hurt. So I told him we were cool. Don't worry about it. But he was so happy that I just did not call the police or anything else because he probably would have lost his little job and stuff and everything. But if he would have been slowing down, he wouldn't have ran into me. But being, you can't tell these men nothing. They think they can do everything regardless of what the road conditions are. And then they end up doing something that they regret in the long run. He was just fortunate that I wasn't like some people because I definitely could have got some money, you know, and I was being honest that I kept it honest and wasn't trying to, lie like some people would have done and stuff. But you got to listen. And it doesn't matter who's telling you, whether it's your woman, your girlfriend, or whatever, just listen because you can't drive and everything, especially when it's snowing like that outside. That's crazy. Now, I don't care about you got no snow tires on your car. You can still, get into an accident, slide, get stuck, or whatever the case is. Like I said, I grew up in Cleveland. Didn't leave Cleveland until I got grown, right? And I drove through a lot of snow, but if it's a snowstorm here, surprisingly, or something like that, or if I go up to Big Bear Mountain, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to be trying to drive places all fast and crazy, or go places and they're having blizzards and stuff. And I'm just trying to do it because I'm used to driving in snow, or because I just got to get somewhere. You just got to wait. So I got to balance it. So yeah, you just got to wait versus this is an old bill. I have this up here. I got to go through all this stuff. Um, you just have to wait. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. Be patient. I mean, patience is a virtue. Yeah, they do. They do. That's why I'm so glad I'm not in Cleveland no more, because I remember one time. Now, granted, I was going to work, but I was walking. Okay, I caught the bus and got off the bus and was walking. Girl, that damn, it was a blizzard. Okay, all I, all that snow, it was blowing everywhere. You know, like when you be walking forward, because it be so cold and it's snowing, and all the snow is coming out. It pushes you backwards. And then I was little. Then I was like 110 pounds, 5'4", and shit. I had to stop and hold on to. I had to hold on to a pole. You think I'm joking? That's why I was always trying to gain weight, because I was like, man, the wind is blowing me. And since I was so little, man, it wouldn't take much to blow me. You know what I'm saying? And so I would stop in all that snow, and I would hold on to the pole up there, right? You know the I think, I don't know if it was just the pole that, because they got a lot of poles in those areas, right? Like the southern states and stuff, for the lights and all that, a light pole. And I grabbed on that. I saw people in the car laughing. I did not care. Girl, I was 20 something, like 21 or something, or 20, probably like 20, somewhere around that age. And girl, I stopped, and I'm not joking. I held on to that daggone light pole, because that wind was blowing so hard. I'm telling you, it felt like it was blowing 50 miles per hour, if not more. And I had to stop. And then the snow was blowing too, and it was cold as ever. And I don't know how many inches of snow we had, but it was a lot. And I'll never forget that. Cleveland be cold because we sit right there by Lake Erie. It'd be freezing. I know. And it would be a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. So when I left, I didn't miss that snow. But as soon as I left and moved to Atlanta, guess what happened? Atlanta had a snowstorm. Okay, they had a snowstorm. And then when I left Atlanta and moved to Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas had a snowstorm. And then I left there and moved out here in 2013 in like September. Guess what happened? They had a snowstorm here. But this snowstorm here in the area I'm in wasn't as bad as the one in Keller, Texas. Okay. And then the one in Atlanta was a trip too. Okay. So every time I move to a different state, they have a snowstorm sometime after I move. I'm not joking. It was funny too. And the thing about out here in Cali, when I first got out here in September, it was really, really nice. I mean, it was 90 degrees. It was actually 98, but it didn't feel like it, because the 98 out here is different than the 98 in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. I couldn't stand it when they got over 80 something in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. That's another reason why I didn't want to stay there, because you can't do crap in the summertime there. You have to do everything in the spring and the fall, because once the summer comes, it's so hot, you can't even do anything outside. The grass die, everything, because it's so super hot and stuff. But as soon as I moved here, it was hot at first. Then when it was, I don't even think it was winter. I'm not even sure. It was fall. I think it was like around November or somewhere around that time, or maybe right at winter. And they had a snowstorm. And people here can drive, and when you look, and when I looked outside, I took a picture of it. Right when I looked outside, y'all, I was laughing my butt off, because I was like, I don't really see no snow. Let me see if I can get this picture up. Well, I'm gonna show y'all this, because y'all gonna laugh. These people was doing the most, and this is all the snow that was in my yard. And y'all know I do photography, so I had to take a picture of this, and I'm glad I did, because this is a trip. Let me show y'all. This is my house where I was living at. So I took this picture right here. I told you I had a bunch of palm trees in my yard. It's doing a glare. I don't know if y'all can really see it. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. Can you see it? See, this is the snow they had, and they was tripping out about this snow like it was a real snowstorm. I'm sitting in the house laughing. I took this from my window in my media room, and this is the side of my yard, and all them damn palm trees I was telling you about. This is my neighbor. She had a lot too, but not like we did and stuff. Um, And so they was tripping out over that little snow. And I'm like saying to myself, this ain't no daggone real snow. But in other parts of Southern California, there was a lot of snow. Okay, it was a lot. And so people can drive in it, tripping out and stuff and doing the most. When I was in Texas, we had some real snow. My kids went outside and made a snowman. Um, I took pictures of them playing in the snow. I didn't go out there because I don't like the snow no more because I've been in it so much and stuff. And we just had a good time. You know, they had a good time. And in Atlanta, it was a hot mess. Okay. And my kids played out there and stuff too. But here, you could barely build a snowman, but people were outside building a snowman. I was laughing my butt off. You know, but like I said, if you go up to the mountains and of course Northern California and certain parts of Southern California, they had more snow than where I live out. Because I live closer to San Diego. I like living in the middle of San Diego in LA. You know, but I get to San Diego quicker than I can get to LA. Okay, I always go up to San Diego and stuff. As a matter of fact, that's where we hang out a lot in Escondido, you know, at the mall, and then we go up to San Diego. We go up to that as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a TikTok at this lake thing that we go to and stuff. But yeah, I like hanging up in San Diego because it's easier to get there. They have a lot of things to do too, and it's just less complicated. It's just one freeway going out there. When you go to LA, I got to go on like 50,000 daggone freeways. I mean, man, I can't even remember the way there. My daughter can, but I can't. I use a navigation because damn, you got to go on 50,000. When I say 50,000 freeways, I mean it. And then all that daggone polluted air. Once you get past Corona, the air gets polluted, you know, and everything. So I like going to LA. Hey, what's up, Coke College? I like going to LA, but like I said, the damn air is so it's not real toxic, but it is, you know what I'm saying? The people in LA, I pretty much get along with everybody. They're pretty cool. Some people don't like the people in LA. They say they're rude, but I really haven't had nobody really act rude to me. Even when I first moved here, my button knew that I didn't know where I was going. And I was doing all types of weird stuff driving because their streets are a little different than Atlanta, of course, and then of course it's a little different. It's some similar to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, but they still have a little difference. And out here they drive excessively fast, like something is wrong with them and stuff. But to me, people are more polite when it comes to driving out here than some other places that I have driven. You know, but they drive super fast out here like they do in Orlando, Florida. Okay, super fast. These people out here really drive fast. That's why so many people get in accidents out here. This is why that's how so many people get in accidents and get hit by a car and stuff. And since I've been out here, I think I may have had maybe one altercation, maybe one or two in the car with somebody. It's probably just one if I'm not mistaken. But otherwise, everybody out here is pretty much okay. Now I've seen other people on the news in fights and stuff, you know, and I'll be laughing because they be like in their suits and stuff, and they be like kind of older, and I'm like, they be out here fighting over stupidity. And then a couple of people I think got killed too, like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, walking up to people's cars and then they do stuff to them. You know, that's why I tell people don't walk up to my car because if you walk up to my car, I'm going to look at you as a threat, and then I'm going to have to practice self-defense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't be trying to get into an altercation with these people and stuff because they be tripping. Let me see what you say. Snails in the grass. Now, you know what? I have never seen any snails in the grass out here. You know, surprisingly, I don't really even see that many insects flying around out here. Now in Texas, there's a lot of flies and stuff, but out here in Atlanta too. But out here, you don't really see a lot of bugs flying around like you do other places. That's what I did notice. Now I have seen my fair share of rats, you know, running around and stuff in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? And down there in LA, when we first went to LA, we went downtown. Downtown is nice until you get around the subway system. When we first got here, we went around one because we was going to catch it. We changed our mind because the damn elevator smelled like pee. You know what I'm saying? All the homeless people just pee there and stuff. And then we end up being on a part of Skid Row, but I did not know it at the time. And you know, we actually walked down the street. No one messed with us or anything. They were staring, but they didn't mess with us or anything. But downtown LA is pretty big and stuff. It's nice. Certain areas of it you probably shouldn't go to and stuff like that. A lot of homeless people and stuff. But overall, I really like the area where I stay at. LA itself is okay. Calabasa is nice. All those areas like that is nice. But Pasadena, I love Pasadena. It is really nice in Pasadena. As a matter of fact, I'm going back out to Pasadena because I want to go to that plant-based restaurant again who sells some very good burgers and stuff, y'all. I need to tell y'all the name of it in case y'all got it there. Oh, you saw it in San Diego. Okay, okay, San Diego. Now, when I went out to San Diego, because like I said, we go to Balboa Park and we go to many different things out there. I have never seen any snails and stuff, but I do see a lot of homeless people. Okay, I see a lot of homeless people in a lot of transits, which is some of them be homeless, I guess. Um, but I like San Diego. I think I like. I don't know which one I like the most. San Diego to me is more cleaner. Okay, it's easier to maneuver around. It's I love the beaches. I really like Oceanside Beach, but you know what? I really truly like Laguna Hills Beach. That beach is really pretty. The whole area is really refreshing. It's just a really nice place to go. And we took some pictures out there and things like that because it's really really nice. Malibu Beach is nice too. When we first moved here, we went to Malibu Beach because I wanted to see how it felt to be on Malibu Beach. You know, 'cause, they do a lot of shows on Malibu Beach and stuff. And plus, I was hoping I was going to run into Usher, but I didn't. Okay, but that's funny. um, and I went to, oh my God, I went to the one that's in Santa Monica. Santa Monica Pier. We actually like Santa Monica Pier because you can go on an amusement park wide rides, walk over the pier. It's pretty nice there too. Not like Laguna Hills though. Okay. That other beach, what is it called? Venice Beach? I think that's Venice. I think what is that beach called? Where a lot of homeless people be at. And lately I've been hearing a lot of people getting, robbed and things like that. Yeah, that's Venice because they have the Venice Canal, which we went to, that is like houses are on by the water and stuff. It's like over there in Italy and stuff. So we went there, Venice Canal, but that Venice Beach is a hot ass mess. I'm not gonna lie. Even though we walked through the area, but I would never get in that water over there, okay, or the sand either, okay, because it's a hot ass mess. It really is. I wouldn't be down there at dark either, and I probably won't be going down there now because they've been robbing people and doing stuff even in the daytime, okay. But San Diego, that beach up in San Diego, is pretty nice. I can't remember the name of it, but we went to it and stuff. But I still like Laguna Hills Beach the most. I really do. It's really nice. But I want to visit the Glass Beach, but it's too far from me. But hopefully I'll get a chance to visit that before I leave. And I think they got a White Sands Beach out here in California, but it's far from me and stuff. So I want to see that. And I definitely want to go see the tall trees. I want to go to San Francisco. I want to do all that before I leave here. Okay. And I want to go to Catalina Island before I leave here because it's really pretty there. So there's a lot of stuff out here to do. So that's why I always tell people, don't believe everything you hear other people say because they come out here, they try to live like stars, okay, or like they're rich, or they think they're rich, and when they get out here, they find out that they're not. Okay, this is not make-believe land. When you come out here realistically. Don't come out here and move to the hood. If you got to come out here and move to the hood, don't move out here. Point blank. Stay wherever you're at. Cost of living is high out here, but you can find places that are not as high. Like for example, if you move out to certain areas in Palm Springs, it's a little bit cheaper. Not where the richy rich live at, but in certain areas. I know that's right. And if you move out to like Bakersfield and places like that, it's a little cheaper. Or like in the you know, places like that are more cheaper. But if you don't move, if you move in other areas, it's gonna be more. Like where I live at, this city is not expensive as Los Angeles, but it costs a lot to live out here. But you can live out here if you're middle income, just like rich people also live out here. You know what I'm saying? But of course, even if you do live out here, you just pick the area out here where you can afford to live and live on your budget. Don't live like somebody else who may make more money than you. That's stupid. I don't know why people do that. And if you're not a star, making that star money, don't be trying to come out here and live like a star. And I don't know why they do that. They come out here thinking they're going to be a big star, don't have a real job, don't have no real money, and then be on the street homeless or living in the hood. And surprisingly, the rent in the hood is just as high as the rent out here or any other place. So I don't know why certain people go to the hood to live when they can actually live in a better area and don't have to worry about certain things and still pay about the same amount that I'm paying out here. Now, granted, the rent is ridiculous out here because the place where I live at, I pay 23.60, I think, a month. That's what I pay, 23.60 a month plus the water, sewer bill and trash is combined. So that's an additional hundred and some. So that's like 23, 24, almost $2,500 a month. That's what I pay here. Okay. And the houses that I looked at, if you don't buy a house, if you rent a house, they asking for $3,000, $3,500 a month for a house out here, since the pandemic, which is crazy and stuff. But again, you just have to search, find somewhere that's affordable for you, figure out what you can afford and go for it if you want to live out here and live the best that you can. That's all I can say. As far as the homeless people, the only place you see a bunch of homeless people at is like in LA, in certain areas of LA. Don't believe media when they show you these videos showing you a bunch of homeless people like it's all over damn Southern California, because that's not true. I've been out here since 2013. I'm telling you the straight up truth. Just like the air quality. The closer you get to LA, that quality of air is a hot ass mess. Just like in Santa Monica and all those places, the air to me is a hot mess. When you come farther out, the air is cleaner. You see the blue skies. Like when I lived in Santa Clarita, that sky was so blue up in Stevenson Ranch. I really loved being out there. It's just that Stevenson Ranch is an affluent area for real, for real. And you get a smaller house for the price. Out here, you get a bigger house for the same price. So, of course, we came out here when we were at and stuff. But, we love Stevenson Ranch. But that air up there is really, really, that sky is really blue. Point blank, it really is. And they got the buses out there running every 2 minutes and stuff. So, when I first moved here, that was a good thing because when I came out here, we flew out here on a plane, which I hated. But I wasn't gonna catch no bus out here. I don't get on no Greyhounds and shit. That's no. But I conned myself into getting on the plane and stuff, and I got on there, and it was a trip. And y'all, I sat by the window too, okay, tripping out the whole entire time, like I can stop a plane from crashing if it crashed. I mean, I was doing the most inside my brain. I wasn't doing it out for nobody to see it and stuff. But yeah, so we caught the plane out here, so I couldn't bring my car. So when we got out here, it was refreshing to see once we chose Stevenson Ranch, because I had Simi Valley on the list, and we went to Simi Valley, but couldn't find a place to stay. Okay, because when we first moved out here, we had to go to extended stay, and all of them was either too much or wasn't big enough, or just I didn't like them. Okay, because I can't move to no hood looking places. And out in Simi Valley, even though it's Simi Valley, they have some tripped out looking extended stays and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know that. So we end up finding Santa Clarita, and instead of being in Santa Clarita itself, we ended up going to Stevenson Ranch, okay, which is a real affluent area and stuff. And I remember when I used to go to LA on the bus and stuff, and it was a quick trip to getting to LA. And they would ask me where I live at, and I would tell people Stevenson Ranch, and they'd be like, "You stay in Stevenson Ranch?" I said, "Yeah," because they were still shocked to see that a brown person can live in Stevenson Ranch, and I thought that was funny and stuff. And when I was living in Stevenson Ranch, we had fun. I didn't encounter no racism. Everybody was nice. I did have a Caucasian lady tell me in the line that we were standing in line in Walmart, and she was like, "Them damn Mexicans take all day, and they need to go back home," or some bull crap she said. And I just looked at her and laughed. I didn't even comment on it because I thought it was a trip and stuff. But other than that, I didn't really encounter any racism. I mean, I did have an altercation with this white lady at the hotel, and she probably was borderline racist, but I put her in her place real quick. I don't be playing all that. I told you guys about that story once before. Her daughter was sick, right? And her daughter was trying to play with my son. And I have always schooled my kids not to be playing with kids who are coughing all over the damn place. So, she got offended by that, I guess. So by the time I came to the breakfast room, my son was telling me that the little girl kept on asking him to play with her, and he did not want to. And I said, "Did you tell her no?" So here come the bitch excuse my language. Here come the lady coming in there in the breakfast room, getting all huffy puffy to my daughter got asthma and blase blase. I told that bitch, I don't give a crap what her daughter has. If my son does not want to play with her, he don't have to. And I don't give a shit. She's still coughing all over the place. We don't want her daggone germs and stuff. And then one thing led to the next, and I end up having to go off on her and her husband because he jumps in and talking about he gonna kick somebody. I was like, you kick me, dude. This is gonna be your last kick forever. I guarantee that. I was like, do it, do it. I told him, just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it and see what's gonna happen. By that time, I had grabbed this, in the breakfast room, they got all this gigantic silverware and stuff. So they had like a fork there. And I grabbed that fork. I told him, boy, if you kick me, I promise you go into the hospital tonight, you and your wife. By that time, my other daughter had ran up to our room and went up there and got my GUN. See, I teach my kids how to do certain things if I get into an altercation. And fortunately, the manager who knew me there and liked us, he came over there and called the police. The guy and his wife ran. Okay, and they were a white couple, looking like they from a trailer park place. And I called somebody ghetto. Ghetto. I was like, bitch, you are the one that's ghetto. Okay, you look like a piece of trailer park piece of shit. That's what I called her. And I was like, you got to get your man to jump in this situation. You think I'm gonna you think I'm gonna go outside so y'all can jump me? Do something here. That's what I told them. Do something right inside of here. And I guarantee you, your husband is going to the hospital and you will be too. That's what I told them and stuff. And that was really basically the only altercation I got into out there in Stevenson Ranch, based on them probably thinking they're too good for my son, um, say no to playing with their daughter, because of the color of their skin. And I was like, boy, you better get your butt out of my face. My son knows what's up. And they lucky that my other daughter wasn't there. Because if she would have been there, I'm gonna tell you straight up, she would have tore that lady up in the dude. I'm gonna be perfectly honest about it. It probably would have been a straight up altercation for real. Because at that time it was just talking, and then he was somebody gonna kick somebody. I was like, do it and see what's gonna happen and stuff. And but if she would have been there, I know the police would have been definitely called, and I know that somebody would have been in the hospital. It wouldn't have been her. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because she definitely carries her weapon all the darn time. But she'll actually fight that daggone guy and a lady too. I'm not gonna fight no dude. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight the chick though, but I'm not gonna fight no dude. Oh, and then one other altercation when we was in the mall out in Santa Clarita, in Valencia Mall in Valencia, California. And that's a real nice area, but you got ghetto people wherever you go. And I don't know if this girl was in a gang or what. So we was okay that day. I had just came from the cardiologist, right? And we were in the mall talking, me and my daughter, and I looked younger then, so everybody thought that was my sister or I was her aunt or something. So the girl come walking by with her big old self, and she runs straight into my daughter, and she hit my daughter so hard, my daughter, moved. She moved my daughter out the way. So we were so happy to be out in Cali and stuff, and out in Valencia, which is really nice. We just laughed it off. Next thing I know, this B turn around, gets all down to the floor and talking about, yeah, I ran into your friend. What you gonna do about it? I'm not joking. She said this. I couldn't believe she said it because she clearly didn't know I was from Cleveland. Okay. She thought because I was living out there in Valencia in Stevenson Ranch area, Santa Clarita, that I was going to be one of them types. I was like, girl, okay. And I went up to her. It was like, what did you say? She said, you heard what I said, BITCH. I laughed just like I'm laughing now because it was funny. And then her and I start arguing back and forth. You know how people do. She putting her hand in my face. I put my hand back in her face. Next thing I know, girl, everybody who's listening, here come my daughter Kara running up there, like talking all this slang and everything else she was doing, and moved me back. And I moved back, and she told that lady, I will drag your fat W ass throughout this mall. Put your hand in my mom's face again. That bee took her hand down, even though when my daughter pushed me back, I think I was still standing there at that time. And that chick would not put her hands back up. I'm telling you, everybody ran over there then. The dude had to grab my daughter. My daughter was about to beat her ass. And the thing about it, she didn't know that I was my daughter's mom. She thought we was either sisters or that I was her aunt or just a straight up friend. Because when my daughter came over there, she was like, who is this? Your ghetto friend or some shit, she said. And my daughter said, no, I'm her daughter. And you don't put your hand in my mom's face. And that's how I went. And then a lady tried to change up because at first she was talking all hard, rough, and all this other stuff. But when my daughter came up there and got on her ass, she changed up her tone. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about she know who the ghetto one is. And my daughter told her, yeah, I'm ghetto, and I'll take my ghetto ass and beat the shit out of your ass and stuff. It was a trip. Yeah, tell somebody that we don't play. We sure don't be playing. A lot of people don't know that. Cleveland people don't play, period. But the women definitely don't play. You'll get your butt toe up. I don't know, I got into an altercation with somebody from New York. They talking about they from the streets. I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about you being from the streets. You shouldn't even be telling nobody you from the streets. I'm not from the streets, but I'll fuck you up like I am from the streets. Okay, point blank. And I don't need to call nobody else. I don't need to call nobody. I will F you up like I am from the streets. Okay, straight up. And I'm not just saying this. If you don't believe me, go call some people and see why I F you up. And I look good. My body is nice and everything else. I can talk proper, good jobs, everything, but I would still F you up. And I told her that and stuff. That chick in the mall don't know I would have F'd her up just because I'm all quiet, polite, and try to keep it dignified. Girl, please, I don't be playing around. And when you put that up there, when I'm on that thing and I put it up there, we do not be playing from Cleveland, point blank. We don't be playing at all. That's why I never messed with anyone in Cleveland. I don't think I ever got in any fights in Cleveland, okay, with no one. Okay, with no one other than the dude that I was dating. I used to get in a fight with him all the time. And that's another reason why I don't play. Because if I could defend myself off of a dude, good and well, I'll defend myself off of a girl. Forget that in a heartbeat. Everybody, that's what they be thinking about me, girl. I ain't gonna lie. They would say this chick is crazy. I'm not. Some of the stuff I did back in the past, and I think about it now, I'm like, I sure was. Cause man, some of the stuff I did back then, I would not do now. But that chick in that mall tripped me out because she looked like a man and she was big and stuff. And I was like, girl, I was for real, I was glad my daughter ran up there. Because I did not want to have to take out a weapon for real because I had my weapon on me. I was not going to fight that chick because she looked like a straight up man. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought she was in the game. But my daughter came up there and closed and shut it down. It took a whole man to try to hold my daughter, and he couldn't even hold her. Okay? And then they called security. When security came, my daughter started talking proper. Okay? And she's a cute girl too, right? They believed us, okay? And that man looking ass dyke me left and stuff. It was a trip though. I don't know. She thought she was bad though. She really did. I don't even know if she was Hispanic. I don't even know what color she was. Like I just know she wasn't brown. Okay, but she thought she was bad. But she don't know. If she would have got into a fight with my daughter, I would have whooped her A2. Okay, I really would have. In every clothing that I had, I would have beat the crap out of her. And my other two children was still at the other side. Shaking their head. Once Kara ran up there, that's when they shook their head, okay? Because they know that she is a hot mess. She be ready to fight, okay? This girl be ready to fight. I'm not gonna lie. My ass to argue with you all day. You basically got to hit me first. You know what I'm saying? Because I always be talking about self-defense. I'm not trying to get in trouble. She was like, I don't give a F about going to jail. That's what she told the lady. It was a day ago trip, though. That was funny, girl. But yeah, Cleveland people don't be playing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know. But Cleveland is kind of dangerous. People don't know that, especially over there on Miles Avenue, East 55th. We used to live on East 55th Street. We had to move back there when my mom and dad got a divorce. That's the hood. And then I used to be hanging on St. Clair because I had friends over there, them damn projects and stuff. On Superior Avenue. That was all the hood. Even though when I lived in the suburbs, I used to always go back to the hood because I had friends there. And I hung with them. We used to be all up in the projects with my girlfriend who used to be doing the most. But you know what? Even though I hung with people that was doing the most, I never did. Yeah, Harvard Avenue, yep. Over there by Miles Avenue and all that. Yeah. Even though I used to hang with people that be doing the most, I never did anything they did. I was always a strong-willed person. And I never really got into no fights there. I didn't start getting into fights until I moved to the ATL. You know what I'm saying? But I only got into like one fight. Well, I was in fights in Cleveland, but it was with my ex, the dude. Okay, but as far as physical altercation with women, no. But when I went to Atlanta, I got in a physical altercation with this chick. Okay, and then no other physical altercation since then. Except out here, I wouldn't really call it a physical altercation because I just had to F the dude up. Okay, point blank. You know what I'm saying? And that was just the end of the story for him. Okay, and that was it. Because I told you I'll be playing around, okay, and stuff, y'all. But let me go to the next news article because this is Cleveland. But yeah, I had to leave Cleveland though because that winter was a hot mess. But anyway, on that story, I was telling you about that girl who died in her car during the blizzard. Like I said before, if we have children, we need to make sure that we give them the knowledge they need. So if they go out in hazardous conditions, they would know what to do. Okay, they would know what to do. Have blankets. Have a flashlight. Make sure it's working. Keep a charger for your phone. Keep your phone charged up. But in case it's not charged up, have a charger there. Um, Teach them about getting snow or whatever else is on their exhaust. If they have to leave their car running while being in the car, whether they're inside of a garage or outside of a garage, they definitely need to make sure the windows are far enough down. They look cracked just a little, it's not enough. It has to be um, further down. Oh no, she wasn't. It has to be further down. Okay, okay, because that little crack is not going to allow enough air to come in. You need to let it down a little bit more. Okay, as much as possible. And then have some blankets, like I said. Um, just whatever you need. It's even a good ideal to have like some type of WEAPOE for real in the car too. Okay, that you can easily get to. In like I said, water, maybe some crackers or something, just stuff that you can eat, drink like water, keep you warm, safety wise. Um, Keep your phone on, just all of that stuff, so you can be in the best situation if something bad were to happen. Okay, it's even good to have one of those little hammer things that can break your window in case you get into water or something, so you can get out of the car. And you practice stuff. You don't just carry this stuff and don't practice. I practice everything. When I used to drive Lyft, y'all, I'm not joking. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. Remember, I'm from Cleveland. Okay, so I used to practice in case somebody get in my car in the front or the back, right behind me, or diagonally across from me in the back. I used to practice how I would defend myself. And what would I say if they put a gun, or if they try to stab me through the seat, or if they try to shoot me through the seat? What would I do? I used to practice these things. I really did. And I find that when you practice stuff, a lot of times you don't have to use these things. When you're not prepared is when things happen. It's just like when the thing happened here 2 years ago, when a guy ran up to my car when I was trying to help the girl who I thought was being kidnapped, and he ran up to my car. I had already practiced what I would do if somebody did that. And guess what? I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Okay. So that's why we have to practice stuff. We can't be sitting up here just watching videos and things like that, or putting stuff in our cars and don't know how to use it, don't know how to do anything, or don't know what to do. Just like if we have an earthquake, I already been practicing what I would do. I tell my kids what to do in case we're not around, and I just have it all planned out for real. Just like if I have a heart attack, just everything. I just be playing out everything. What would I do if I felt like I was having a heart attack? We know we would take 4 baby aspirins, 80 milligrams, which 8 times 4 is 320 milligrams. And that eases the damage that can happen when you're having a heart attack. Okay. And I also think that it may lessen the pain somewhat. You can look that up to see. I'm not sure. Okay. Um, but you should know what to do and try to stay in control, because once you lose control in any situation, it just get worse. It just get worse. When we was on the bridge filming my TikTok video that I put up on my shorts, when trucks come by, the bridge shakes, right? And I was telling my daughters that's what the earthquake feel like, and I was asking them what would they do, and we were talking about that, and I was telling them what I would do. You know what I'm saying? And when people get scared, don't be thinking people are going to grab you. People usually just run. Even some people with kids do this. Okay, they just run. So I was telling them, don't be trying to wait on me, just run. Just like when we went to a Taste of Soul 2 years ago, I had already been schooling my kids that if something happened when you're out, don't freaking worry about me, because I have lived a long time. You guys run. So we out here at a Taste of Soul, me and my ex, all of us together. Because like even though we're separated, legally separated, just like when our divorce is finalized, whenever he comes to visit, we still do stuff together. You know what I'm saying? As a family. But anyway, we was at the Taste of Soul. Next thing I hear, somebody in the audience saying, in the crowd saying, "Run." Somebody got a GUN. They said run, GUN. I'm not lying. Everybody took off running. People were jumping over people. The dudes were running quicker than the women. They were knocking women down. I didn't get knocked down. None of my kids got knocked down because guess what? They remember what I told them to take off. And that's exactly what they did. They were gone. And right. And I was too. Okay. Because my ass used to run track and I can still run fast. That's why I work out. That's why I take care of myself. So in case I have to run, I can still do it. And my ass was gone. We had all split up, but we found each other. Because when people get into fights, they start shooting and stuff, and somebody accidentally get killed. Now, fortunately, the guy dropped the gun. It fell out of his pocket, and the police were there, so they handled everything. But some people did get hurt there, some women and stuff, and kids. But we were gone, so I always teach them what to do, and I tell them just go run as far as you can get, and then I'll find you guys to stay where you're at and stuff. And that's exactly what they do. Just like in case of an earthquake, it'll be the same way. And that's why I tell them to take their phone, get a bottle of water, and I teach them how to survive on their own, including my 14-year-old son. And so that's what we do. Same thing about car accidents. I be practicing in my mind, what would I do if I get in a car accident, or if I drive off into the water, which I probably won't because I'm not driving by the water. But in like when I lived in Atlanta, when I lived in Griffin, Georgia, I used to always go past this lake, and I used to be wondering, and it was on a 2-lane highway, and I used to always say, what if a car come over here and push me into the water? What would I do? That's when I went out and bought one of those things that cut the glass, and I could not swim, so I was trying to figure out how would I not drown, and then I thought about not panicking first and try to float and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I just visualize that in my mind. So it's good to be prepared. It's good to practice things. Now, granted, you can't practice for everything, but you can try to practice for as much as you can and be prepared in case something do happen. And like I said, if this girl would have known to do certain things, I think she probably would still be alive. And again, I do send my condolences to her family and rest in paradise to her and everything, because that's a sad situation. As a matter of fact, I send my condolences to everybody who lost loved ones in that blizzard and storm and stuff. And rest in paradise to all of the people who were killed doing that, because it was a lot, and all the people who were injured. I send my sympathy out to you guys too. I hope you recover, good and everything and quick, because that's sad. So many things is happening in this world. It's just a trip, so we got to be prepared. We got to focus, try to stay away from so much things, so many bad things. Okay. Some things you can't, but some things you can stay away from. That's why I don't be hanging around a lot of negativity. Oh, let me tell y'all about this. These people are nuts. So on CBS, that other article came from Independent, okay? Independent News, okay? And let me do my disclaimer. Everything in this video is protected by the Fair Use Copyright Act of 1976. Everything that you hear in this video is told to you guys to teach you, or either to just for entertainment purposes, or for giving comments or opinions or instructional or research, or I think I say entertainment. And it's protected by the Fair Use Copyright Act of 1976. Everything in my video, unless I say it's not allegedly, but a lot of things will be that. These news articles that I'm reading to you are straight up 100% though. Okay, like this one right here coming from CBS News. Okay, it says, let me turn that music down just a tad, y'all, because it's a little bit too loud, breaking my concentration a little bit. Let's put it on, let's put it on 14, maybe 13. No, let's put it on 12. Okay, let me go back to comments, because if I don't go on it, I won't remember. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this will come up, because these people are crazy. Wait. They always do this crazy stuff. Wait. I don't even see the article. I'll let you guys hear it, okay? Because they're talking about the news. Just hold on. Damn it. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Let me let y'all hear this if I can hurry up. I'm so slow. So listen, y'all, wait a minute.
Police have been out here since 5 o'clock this morning. Right now, they're working to turn this SUV over. Police say the driver accelerated, hit his wife along the sidewalk before it flipped over on its side. We've since learned the driver, a 36-year-old, was in the car with his 3 kids, aged 6, 9, and 11. In surveillance video, you can see the moment he accelerates, hitting his wife. Cops are investigating this as an intentional act of vehicular assault. The Ford Explorer hit the sidewalk with such force it flipped over, landing on the front yard of this home. Neighbors were left shocked, especially knowing children were involved.
It's horrible. It's horrible story. I hope everything is gonna be fine with them.
There's been numerous incidents with violence and crimes, and it's very, it's very disturbing. It didn't used to be like this. Very safe.
And as they continue to work to take this SUV out of the scene, we can tell you that a motive is not yet known. The wife is at the hospital in critical condition. The kids, luckily, were not badly injured. The husband is in custody. Charges are pending. In Flushing, Queens, Kevin Rincon, CBS 2 News.
These people are absolutely nuts. Okay? Now, why would he do all of that with the kids in the car? And just why would he do that in the first place? See, this is why I tell women to make sure that they pick the right dude. Okay, point blank. And a lot of times, these dudes give off warning signs early in a relationship. But these women be so infatuated with these dudes, they just let stuff slide, especially when these dudes start apologizing, telling they're going to never do it again and all this other bull crap. And they end up doing stuff again, okay? And I'm saying this because I remember when I was in a relationship, like I just said, with my ex, he used to fight me and I used to get back together with him. Now, granted, I used to fight him back and F him up, but still, okay, why would you keep on going back to a person who's fighting you? Because a man is physically stronger than a woman and everything else. Why would you go back to a person that continuously do stuff like that? And I'm telling you, they just don't all of a sudden do stuff. They give you warning signs. They don't just all of a sudden do stuff. And then it ends to this. Why would he get it? Why would he cause an accident with his kids in the daggone car? And then she's in critical condition. His ass should be under the jail, okay? Point blank. All right, he is a demon. And I'm just reading a comment here where somebody said, I feel sorry for these women who are married to demons like that. Better off alone. And I agree. I don't know why some women think they just got to have a man and take any type of man that they get. When you see warning signs that a dude is violent, leave him alone. Let me give you some signs of this, okay? Because like I said, I was in a relationship that was a hot ass mess. And I was on these, 16 and stuff. First, everything. If a dude is controlling, that right there is a warning sign. That's sad. That is real sad. For not answering his texts and phone calls. Boy, I'm telling you. If a dude is controlling, that is a warning sign, okay, girls, women? If a dude is possessive to the point where he get jealous over every daggone thing that you do, that is a warning sign. Okay, some women think it's cute, but I personally don't think it's cute when a guy is so daggone insecure within that every time a dude look your way or you talk about a dude or you at a function, stop, anything dealing with the opposite sex, he gets mad about it. That's a warning sign that he can eventually become a little violent, okay? If a dude is telling you he'll do stuff to you, those are signs, because usually people tell you what they're going to do. They maybe tell like they're playing, but they mean that when they get mad, okay? Just like if a dude is vindictive, where he do vindictive type things, that is also a warning sign to me. Okay, those things that I just told you are some main warning signs, and I'm telling you that a lot of dudes who like to fight women do. And if you got a dude who used to fight his ex, he probably gonna fight you eventually. Okay, want everything done his way, try to tell you how to do everything, really controlling, really authoritative, just be doing the most. Those type of people usually are violent, point blank, to women. And y'all need to get away from these type of dudes and study. Listen to that bull crap they tell you about. They sorry, they're not going to do it anymore. Bringing you flowers, candy, giving you money, or whatever, acting good for a week or two, a month, then they be right back to fighting you. Okay? Or the ones that tell you if you leave, I'm going to do stuff to you. And if they're violent toward your kids, you shouldn't even be with them in the first place. Any type of abuse toward your kids, they should be history, and they need to be in jail. Because if a boyfriend ever touched my kids, I'm not joking when I say this. I probably wouldn't be sitting here today because I would probably be in jail, okay, in prison, because I would be playing around. So, women, stop being with these abusive dudes that abuse you and your children, even the verbally abusive ones who's putting you down with words. Remember, words hurt, even though people say they don't, but they do. They hurt you inside. So when you be with these type of people, this is a no-no. Even men. If you are with a woman that's controlling, obsessive, violent, crazy as ever, be threatening you, talking about she's gonna poison you, abusing the kids, you need to be away from that. You need to take your kids and get her ass out of your house, point blank. This goes two ways. And I'm talking about more about women because a lot of women are being killed and beaten more than women are killing men and beating them. Okay. But if any one of you guys are in a relationship like that, you shouldn't be in it. Because what this so-called husband did is pathetic. And he lucky he didn't meet the right person because his ass would be in the hospital. Forget the hospital, he would be in the morgue. Okay. Point blank. That is sad. And I hope she pulls through because that don't make no sense. He is a demonic, like somebody just said. But we got something for people who act like that. Somebody said evil and wickedness in our marriages. What happened to treating each other with respect? Emotions and feelings are ruining lives. They ain't no emotions and feelings. Is that they are crazy from the get-go. And let's keep it real. Men have been beating women asses, excuse my language, y'all, for a long time. It just was not in the limelight. See, they go and read the Bible, they take scriptures out the Bible and try to use that as a reference point to beating on a woman. It does not tell you to beat your woman, okay? Point blank. Being submissive, again, does not mean that you are telling someone to be your daggone maid flunky and you get a chance to just boss them around and beat the crap out of them. Okay? And a lot of men think that. And like I said, one day I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to make some people mad, but I don't care. Because, see, we need people to stop playing around on YouTube, talking about foolishness and arguing about foolishness, and talk about some real stuff. And for real, and tell the truth. And I'm glad I'm doing my live because I'm going to tell you guys the truth, even when it comes to myself, even if I don't like certain things. Okay? Because I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Yesterday when I was talking about the submissive thing with my guest that was up here, she probably knew. That's why she was telling me about the submissive thing. It was very hard for me to be submissive to any man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest because I'm you can tell that I am an alpha woman, okay? But I had to learn how to let the dude be in control if he's doing the right thing, because ain't no dude gonna be in control of me if he's not doing the right thing. And I just have to ask God for forgiveness about that, because that's just not gonna happen. Okay, point blank. We wanted to be together. I would divorce you so quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time. Don't be trying to threaten me, because I like it when you threaten, because then that gives me the reason to practice self-defense if you try to do something. Point blank. I'm not a scary ass woman. Okay, and I believe in defending myself 100% in my children. I don't have to get on YouTube and talk about it. Matter of fact, I don't even have to talk about it. I don't even need nobody else to help me. When people help me, it's because they come and help. Okay? Because I don't like people doing shit with me because people be telling. And I just like doing stuff by myself because I ain't going to tell. You know what I'm saying? I'm so crazy. But I'm sick of seeing these men doing shit to women. And I need y'all to stand up and stop being weak. Stop letting these dudes beat y'all asses. Stop letting these dudes threaten y'all. Stop acting like you don't know how to defend yourself. That's why so many women end up dead and their kids get abused and stuff. Somebody said this dude also got out and stabbed her. How can you evil people say the things you are saying? You are sick. I guess some people said some evil things in this comment. And I know good and daggone well he didn't get out his car and stab her. I didn't even hear that. Did you guys hear that in the news thing? Because I didn't hear that. Somebody said that in the comment section. And if he got out his car and stabbed her, his ass need to stay in jail forever. Point blank. And all these thugs out here and all these people so hard and hardcore. I want to ask you guys something. Y'all so hardcore and so out for justice. When people are out here grabbing little kids and stuff and raping women and doing all this stuff, why come y'all don't roll up, pull up to them and take care of them? Why come y'all don't do that? Shh. Somebody said people getting married, going to church, and acting like they love or care about God. But I'm willing to bet that these clowns don't keep the commandments and they actually hate God. But it's cool to get married in his name. And you know what? I'm going to have to thumbs up that because I agree. Because you got a lot of perpetrators, okay? One thing about me, I don't perpetrate. I am saved, but I damn sure be doing some little sins. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I be praying and ask for forgiveness and be trying to stop doing certain things, okay? I don't be fake. You know what I'm saying? I hate fake people that sit up and be acting like they all godly and everything and be doing the most behind closed doors. Y'all stop faking. Be you, because God know who you are, okay? Be you. Stop faking and stop acting like people who are into church and stuff. Some of them are not even saved anyway, but people who are in church, they can't do no sins. Everybody on this earth commits sins, okay? And just because somebody go to church, it does not mean they got God in them, point blank. Just because somebody read the Bible does not mean they got God in them, point blank. Just because somebody can sing some church hymns, it does not mean they really got God in them, okay? And just because people can quote scriptures, it does not mean they got God in them. Y'all cut that crap out, okay? When people got God in them, they're not going to do certain things. And if they do certain things, they're going to let you know they did it, and they're going to be asking for forgiveness, and they're going to try not to do it again. And they're going to realize and say to you, no one is sinless. Everybody commits sins regardless if you're saved or not. And I need people to cut that out. And I need these women to stop getting with these daggone men that be beating the crap out of y'all. Period. They hit you one time, you need to be leaving. And stop being scared of these fucking men, y'all. Okay? You act like they don't make weapons in a damn store. And go take the classes and learn how to use them. Stop fucking running from these dudes that be beating y'all butt and stand up against them. I was only 17 years old, 110 pounds. Maybe not even 110, maybe 105. I was little, shy as ever, reserved to the T. And I told myself, after seeing so many women, big women, getting their butt kicked, I saw a man, this little bitty man, pick up this big, overweight, huge woman, slam her down on the ground in Cleveland, in the yard, and beat the crap out of her. And all she did was cry. I told myself then, I'm not letting no dude do that to me. And guess what? I never have. I don't be playing, y'all. And I wasn't playing then, and I was smaller. And guess what? If I could do that at 17, why do y'all be letting these men at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 beat the crap out of y'all? Put some fear in their ass. They'll stop touching you. Put some fear in them like they do when they put fear into you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Put some fear in them like they put it into you. More importantly, though, when people give you warning signs, leave that situation alone. Point blank. Leave it alone. Then you don't have to worry about putting fear into nobody. Point blank. Okay? Let me go to the next article, because anytime I read about stuff like that, I get kind of peed off. Okay? So, y'all, let me tell y'all about this story, because I got to get out of here pretty soon myself. So, let me get it. I'm going to have to show you the video, too. This is a damn shame. Okay? Let me turn this thing down a little bit, y'all. So, turn it down to 10. Let me see. It's damn people with all this instant cash and everything else. So, a mountain lion, y'all, barges into a California home. It drags dog outside. I'm gonna show y'all that video in a minute. I don't think they show it dragging the dog out the home or nothing, but I'm gonna tell you about the story first. A woman in Sonoma County, California, shared video showing a mountain lion. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all one thing on the other article. Let me go back to the other article first. Okay, on the girl who got wait, and then I'll come back to the mountain lion. On the chick who the girl who got killed, who died in the snowstorm, she has a GoFundMe page. I'm going to show it to you guys because they needed help with funeral expenses and for whatever else dealing with that situation. I forgot to show you. So her GoFundMe is this right here. Let me show it to y'all. Because in case y'all want to donate, you can donate to her GoFundMe because this is sad. So this right here is her GoFundMe. Let me show it to you. Wait. Did I come off the daggone page? Wait. This damn thing. Let me go to it. So this is her GoFundMe right here, y'all. And she was trying to raise she's trying to raise $12,000 is her goal, but she already raised $38,292. Okay, so still $32,000 is a lot, but it's not really a lot, because when you got to pay for a funeral and stuff, and then whatever else the mom taking off of work or whatever else she had to go through, to since this ordeal. So go to her GoFundMe and just make a little small donation of any amount. And let's see. Her sister is the one that's organizing it. And she just did it 3 days ago. And it's for a funeral and memorial. A lot of people have been donating. Let me see. I was going to donate right here. Let's see what she said. So yeah, you can it just tell you what happened and stuff. They need financial help to complete the task at hand, burying the daughter and to assist them in everything. So people can donate whatever they want to. As you can see, some people have donated a lot. Some people have donated 1,000, and you got people who donate 15. I'm going to donate, a little something. I'll donate it. And some people donate 50 and things like that. And I'll do mine anonymous because I don't like telling people when I make donations and stuff. Somebody just donated $25. That's good. And 20 and 10. So yeah, y'all, if you want a good cause to donate some money to, just go ahead and make a donation to her GoFundMe, okay? So you can help this family because that's sad. 22 years old, died in this blizzard in her car a couple days ago, I believe. Her name is, the person who organizing this is Shanika Brown. And this is a tragedy in Buffalo, New York blizzard 2022. That's her GoFundMe. Let me see if they do the actual name of the GoFundMe page. I guess you just put down Shaniqua Brown and stuff. People wrote messages and everything to them. They got already, let's see, 1,300 donors. So yeah, if you see this live, guys, and you can donate to her GoFundMe, okay? Because a lot of people do GoFundMes, and some people, to me, are not sincere, but I really believe this is a good GoFundMe that you can donate to. And I'm going to donate to it. That's why I kept it and stuff. All right. So make a donation of any amount to her GoFundMe to help the family bury her. Because, at 22, she didn't have any insurance or anything. Okay. So now let me go ahead and move on now to that mountain lion who barged into the California home and drags dog outside. And I'm about to be mad at this lady too. Okay, but anyway, let me first just tell you about the story. A woman in Sonoma, California, shared videos showing a mountain lion, y'all, standing over her dog in her backyard after she says the predator burst into her home and dragged her pup outside by its neck last month. Okay. Rebecca Cracker of Bennett Valley told Fox 2 KTVU on Tuesday that she went to check on her border collie, Sherman, after she heard him yapping and growling. To her shock, Cracker said she found a mountain lion inside her home with Sherman's neck in its jaw. Video she shared shows the mountain lion standing over Sherman in the backyard after the big cat dragged the dog outside. Dang! She was baring her teeth and hissing, and he had passed out from shock. Oh, Cracker told the outlet. I thought he was dead at that point. The dog, which is named Sherman, survived the attack, and Cracker said in a Facebook post that her neighbor arrived and scared the mountain lion away after firing a shot at it, missing the animal. However, the predator, which is the mountain lion, returned the following day. He's brave, according to Cracker, this time to target two of her goats. Cracker says she notified state wildlife officials who tracked down the big cat and then they euthanized the animal. Okay. Let me show y'all the video real quick of the mountain lion standing outside in the backyard with her animal and guarding because he probably was going to eat it. This ass is big too. And that's all. Let me show y'all the video. It was so quick. He's guarding the dog. I think that's the dog on the ground right there, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, that cat is big. He is huge, y'all. I guess that's her other dog barking. Let me stop that video. Okay, so that is a daggone shame, y'all. Okay, that is a daggone shame. But the dog is in the hospital, I guess, still in the hospital. And I think they said the dog is in critical condition. I think, not sure what they said. But I know the dog did survive. I thought I read that the dog is in critical condition when I was looking this up. Let me see. Yeah, I think the dog is in the hospital in critical condition, okay? And they, of course, they found the mountain lion and put him to sleep. But some people say it's sad the cat had to die. But coming back a second time is what did it. Glad the dog survived. I know I would have shot it if it had my dog. The thing is, I would have too. I would have threw some shit at that daggone cat. I don't know. I just would have just got my gun and I just would have did whatever I had to do because I don't know if I could just be standing by there recording. Okay, point blank. I just would have had to do what I needed to do. I wouldn't go outside, but I would have lit his little butt up, the mountain lion. Okay, and if I wouldn't have had a GUN, I just would have used something else, point blank, to get him off my dog. But I'm glad the neighbor came. No, I think she threw something at the mountain lion or something. I can't remember what happened. But the next time the mountain lion came back, the neighbor shot off his gun at the mountain lion. He missed the mountain lion. And then the wildlife people tracked the mountain lion down by his tracker probably. And then they euthanized him. But yeah, that's a trip. Somebody said, does this lady not have a gun? You're living in an area where there's mountain lions and you don't have a gun? I'm pretty baffled by that. Also, how did the mountain lion get in your home? Did it knock on the door and the door open? Was the door open? There's a lot missing from this story. I'm saying the same thing. Maybe she had a screen door open, but if you know you live in mountain lion territory and you got animals, why would you leave your screen door closed only? Because the animal can just come back in and not only get your dog, but get you, your kids, or whatever. Okay. And even if she don't have a GUN, I would have got a pot, the heaviest one, and threw it out there on him and knock his butt in the head or something. I would have did something, yelled, get out the way, or whatever the case is. I would have got something. I wouldn't have ran up on the mountain lion, but I would have threw some household items at him. I really would have. The heavy weights, whatever I can get to try to get him away from my dog. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I can get. Okay, so yeah, but I'm glad the dog is okay. Sad that mountain lion had to be put to sleep, but he was like a dangerous one because he came back the second time, probably would have came back the third, the fourth time. So in that situation, they have to do what they have to do. And I'm just glad her dog and everybody else is safer now. But hopefully she will keep her actual door locked and closed and be more cautious when it comes to, her animals and stuff like that. Okay, let me go ahead and go to the next story because at 1:30, y'all, I got to get out of here. Okay, let me go ahead and go to the next story. So I wanted to show y'all this. Let me show y'all this video because, see, it's not a lot of people. We know that brown people get a lot of unfair justices done by the police. But I'm going to show you this video. First, I'm going to tell you about it. Then I'm going to show you the video of some injustices that I believe was done to this dude. Okay, point blank. So they said body cam video shows moments leading up to a Riverside County deputy shooting, killing armed man. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department on Tuesday released body cam video showing the moments leading up to a deputy shooting and killing a man who was allegedly armed with a meat cleaver. The incident happened November the 12th around 3:30 p.m. in Caban, how do you pronounce this? Cabazon, I think that's right. Kenneth Wallace, 38, was riding a bicycle on the wrong side of Carmen Avenue when he was stopped by a deputy, according to the sheriff's department. Okay, Sheriff Chad Bianco said a deputy was aware Wallace had an active felony arrest warrant. Wallace initially stopped and dismounted his bicycle when asked by the deputy, but was uncooperative with any further direction. Bianco said in a pre-produced video released by the department. Wallace can be heard in the video saying he has a weapon. At one point, he challenged the deputy to shoot him. The deputy then points his gun at him. Call your blank office because I am the Antichrist. Wallace shouts at the deputy, "You guys keep harassing me." Wallace said, "I just come up here to get peace," and then tries to leave on his bicycle and gets pushed from behind the deputy. After getting pushed off, Wallace takes out what the department says was a 6-inch meat cleaver. The deputy opened fire multiple times and shoot him. Wallace died at the scene. The shooting is under investigation. The full video is released, and I'm going to show it to you guys because I don't agree with this, the way he did this. Okay, I really don't. And then we're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to have to go. Okay, and I'll take y'all the rest of the news. Maybe I'll come back tonight, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, because I definitely got to get out of here. Okay, let me go ahead and view this video. So I'm going to show it to y'all. Wait. Let's see.
Hello, I'm Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. This critical incident message is regarding a deputy-involved shooting that occurred on Saturday, November 12th, 2022, on Carmen Avenue, west of Raphael Street in the unincorporated area of Riverside County known as Cabazon. When we have a critical incident, we want to share as much information as possible as soon as the investigation allows. On November 12th at 3:30 p.m., a deputy from the Cabazon Sheriff's Station conducted a traffic enforcement stop of a male suspect identified as Kenneth Scott Wallace, who was riding a bicycle on the wrong side of Carmen Avenue in violation of the law and who was known to the deputy to have an active felony arrest warrant. Wallace initially stopped and dismounted his bicycle when asked by the deputy, but was uncooperative with any further direction. Wallace referred to himself as the Antichrist and told the deputy to shoot him. Wallace stated he had a weapon and moments later got back on his bike in an attempt to flee from the deputy. The deputy tried to detain Wallace, but he challenged the deputy to a fight, removed a large knife that was concealed in his pocket, and a deputy-involved shooting occurred. After Wallace was struck by gunfire, the deputy rendered aid until medical personnel responded. Once paramedics arrived at the location, they pronounced Wallace deceased. We will now show you body-worn camera video of the involved deputy. As a warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing, and it is not suitable for children.
So no children, don't watch this.
When you're on your bike, you gotta go with the traffic, right? You can't be on the sidewalk because you gotta be on the side of the road so that oncoming cars. What's your name?
Kenneth Wallace.
Kenneth Wallace. Can you hop off your bike for me real fast? Do you have any weapons on you?
I do.
What do you got? Don't reach for it. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Putting that kickstand down.
All right.
Antichrist.
Just put it down.
Call off.
Put it down.
Yeah.
Don't touch your weapon. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Keep your hands. Keep your hands out of your pockets.
Shoot me then.
Turn around.
Shoot me, mother. Call your office because I'm the Antichrist. You guys keep harassing me.
I got 32, Frank, uncooperative.
I just come up here to get peace.
No, but quiet down.
All right, brother. What's up, G? What's up, G? Huh? What's up?
What do you got?
Here is the incident in slow motion. Here is surveillance footage from a nearby business. Kenneth Scott Wallace was a 38-year-old resident of Cabazon. The knife used by Wallace was a 6-inch meat cleaver and was recovered at the scene. When we have a deputy-involved shooting, multiple investigations are automatically launched. An investigator from the Riverside County District Attorney's Office will lead this investigation, aided by the Riverside County Sheriff's Force Investigations Detail and Central Homicide Unit. This combined investigation will examine the original traffic enforcement stop,
I'm gonna stop
Wallace's
this.
actions, and the deputy.
Y'all can just listen to that real quick.
This is an active and ongoing investigation. This incident, like all deputy-involved shootings, will ultimately be reviewed by the Riverside County District Attorney's Office. Additionally, our department will internally review and evaluate the actions of our deputies with our policy and training standards. We take each use of force very seriously and make every effort to de-escalate these situations whenever possible. Thank you for watching.
Okay, y'all. Now, I understand that the dude had a gun. Okay, let me stop this. I'm not a gun. I'm sorry. A meat cleaver. Okay, and I understand that he had a felony warrant, right? However, what I don't agree with is the fact. I hope you guys can hear me because you know I'm not standing still. I'm over here getting ready. I don't agree with how the deputy sheriff handled that because he's on a freaking bike. Okay, so even if he would have got on the bike and rode off, I believe he could have still caught him without pushing him off the bike like he did, and things like that. And then even though if he did have to push him off the bike, okay, when he pushed him off the bike and the guy went down, and I can't remember, like he was about to do something, I guess. Why come he had to use his gun? Why come he couldn't have used a taser and tased the dude so the dude can just fall down? Because remember, he just had a meat cleaver and not a gun that he could have shot off at the officer. So I'm just trying to figure out why come he didn't use a taser before using the gun. Because if he would have just tased the dude would have fell down. The meat cleaver would have been falling. Everything would have been down, right? So why did he have to shoot him? Why did he have to use deadly force is what I'm trying to say. In that situation right there, I just don't feel like he should have used deadly force because the dude, what the heck? You have to get up close to use a knife on someone, okay? You have to get up close to use a knife on someone. I don't give a damn going as a meat cleaver, a machete, or whatever. You got to get up close enough, right? So instead of him pulling out the gun, which he already had the gun out anyway, why come when he pushed him off the bike, he didn't just have his taser out and tase the dude versus shooting him? Because, I mean, he just had a meat cleaver. And then the guy said the cops was harassing him. Okay, he was riding on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I can possibly see why the cop might have stopped him regarding that, you know, if it was causing some type of problem with him riding on the side of the road. For me, if it wasn't causing any problem riding on the wrong side of the road, why was he even stopped? For real, that's not a real, to me, that's not a real crime, okay? It's just not. You know, I guess he looked shaky to him or whatever, suspicious or whatever you want to say. So he stopped him because he wanted to check everything to make sure anyway. Okay, it's his right to do that because he's a cop. But at the same time, I still say that that was excessive force being used. I don't feel like he had to use a gun. I just don't. I just feel like because the man only had the meat cleaver, point blank. He had already took out what he had. We already know what he had. So why shoot him? You could have just used the stunner, the stun, the taser. I mean, tased his ass. He would still be falling down. The meat cleaver would have fell. Then he could have put the handcuffs on the dude, and that would have been the end of the story. And then he still would have got charges for not doing what he was not complying. You know, so I don't know. I don't agree with that the way that was handled. I just don't. What do you guys think? Do you think that was fair? Y'all, I'm up here dressing at the same time. Do you think that was fair the way they handled that? Because I don't believe that is fair. To me, it wasn't. I just don't feel like he had to do that excessive force like he just did. I just really don't agree with that. And I'm going to read some of these people comments and let you know what some of these people said too. Of course, some people are gonna say negative things, but some people aren't. Um, Somebody said for a sheriff deputy to have a gun and another person a knife is ridiculous. For the deputy to have to shoot, there is mace, there is backup, there's the escalation. That's sad. The mace thing, yeah, they do have mace, but I would have tased his ass. Simple as that. I just would have tased him because mace probably wouldn't do nothing to him. So I would have tased him. The gun would have been, the last resort last resort because the dude only had the damn knife type thing. Point blank. Sometimes I think they be using too much excessive force, y'all. Sometimes I really think they use too much excessive force. Okay. And for certain people, I do feel like they go overboard, and hopefully when they investigate this fully, I don't know what's going to transpire from it, but hopefully they will determine it to be as it should be. I'm going to put it like that. Because for me, I'm going to say it again. I still think it was excessive force. I felt like he should have used his taser. And if I'm talking loud, y'all, it's because I'm walking away from the computer. So I feel like he should have used that taser, point blank. He escalated the situation. Plus, he was, I don't know. The police officer has to ask questions, okay? Point blank. But that's his job. And the guy was already aggravated. So I think that he was going to be aggravated anyway. I just don't feel like he had to use the gun, okay? I feel like he should have used the taser instead. And that way the guy wouldn't be dead. You know what I'm saying? He just wouldn't be. And I don't agree with that. Okay, so let's see. Somebody said it only takes a few seconds for the guy to charge you. If you've never been in that situation, don't judge. You don't have to be in that situation to give your opinion on something. The opinion is this right here. Just like this dude got his opinion, other people got theirs. The opinion is like this. Just like I said, the other person said the same thing. I still say the police officer should have tased them, point blank. So they arguing back and forth on here. Let's see. I still say that he should have used a taser, regardless if the guy did not follow directions or whatever the case is. Because who's to say the guy wasn't a little bit off? Who's to say he don't got mental situations going on? See, they don't give a shit. That's the first thing. They don't care. People who they need to be doing all that to, they don't do it to them. Okay, they don't do it to those type, but they do it to people who don't need to be done like that. Okay. Clearly, the guy sounds like to me he was a little off. Probably homeless. I don't know, but they don't look like he rapped too tight. Okay, so therefore, you should handle those type of people a little different. And even if it was a regular person though, because the person only got a cleaver, which is a sort of a knife, right? That you would basically use in a restaurant or at home. The guy probably is just carrying that for protection anyway. I still say the police, he can pull his gun, but I still say he should have pulled that damn taser out and used that instead. And then pushing the guy off the bike to stop him. Shit, he could have tased. Honestly, I don't know if you could tase him while he was on a bike. Okay. I might would have pushed him off the bike too. I don't know for sure. Because you have to be in that situation, you're trying to stop him so he won't get away. Because you already know he's has a felony conviction or warrant. I forgot what they said. So I don't know exactly if I would have let him ride off on that bike like that. I probably would have pushed him if he wouldn't have stopped on his own. But I promise you this, I would have tased his ass. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Somebody said from their point of view, the officer had a temper tantrum. Now, I don't agree with that and couldn't control himself as a professional and aggravated the situation by pushing this suspect to the ground. Now, I don't agree with that. I don't even know why I thumbs that up. Let me take that thumbs up and take it back because I don't think the officer had a temper tantrum, okay? I think the officer was doing his job, but I think that instead of him using that gun, I think he should have used that damn taser, point blank. I don't feel like he was having a temper tantrum. I just felt like the guy should have complied, and he was trying to make the guy stop so he can arrest him. And then he just let his, I don't know, maybe he was fearful. I don't know, because I'm not him, but I'm just saying, I know they teach officer to shoot, to kill probably. But at the same time, I'm just saying, I just feel like he could have used the taser versus just shooting him. You know what I'm saying? Because a cleaver is not a gun. It's a knife, a type of knife. They have to get up close to you. If the guy run up to you, then you may not have a choice but to use the gun. But even if the guy was running up to him, because he pushed him, he wasn't close then, I still say he had enough time to tase him before he would have got hit with the cleaver. He could have jumped back and things like that. It's not a gun. It's different when you're shooting a gun. Shooting a gun, you don't have to be up close or anything else. With that cleaver or knife, you got to get up close enough. Even if you run with it, you still got to, get up to him. And he's not going to just stand there and let him do that. He can be pulling out. He should have his taser out anyway. It would be right there. Just pull out and tase him. Or even, let's see, because I don't want to say shoot him in the leg, because what if you hit a main artery and stuff? So I still say he should have tased him. I still say that I'm sad that the dude had to lose his life. And at the same token, I'm going to tell you guys that with some of these cops out here today, you just got to follow directions at the same time. Because, some, they be scared, and some just do stuff on purpose. And you'll end up dead over some minor stuff. And in this day and time, we know brown people are getting attacked more, but you see this guy's not brown, okay? So it also happens to other race of people. It's not just for brown people. It's a lot of different races, especially homeless people and stuff. They like to target them. Okay? But y'all, I enjoyed this news flash today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to have to finish this discussion maybe this evening when I come back. If I get home early enough, I'll come back and do part 2, and we'll go from there. If not, I'll do another live on Friday around the same time. Thank you so much. Don't forget the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to leave a comment of any type. Just be respectful. And thank you so much for tuning in to Shay's Tube. Have a great remaining day. Have a great Thursday. And guys, I'll see you on Friday if I don't see you later on tonight. And thank you all in the bushes, whoever watched my replay. Thank you for tuning in to Shay's Tube. Oh my God, y'all, I'm so crazy. Peace out, y'all. right, y'all.